we have to put floors in the back of the car. Again, not because I want to, because I have to, because I cut them all out. Previous videos. I'll put a link somewhere. Come on, knees. Come on. Oh, yeah. That's, yeah. Oh, you can hear the cracking going on right now. You would understand. Woo. I gotta go get some Tylenol. Welcome back, folks. I'm Simon. This is my garage. This is my 1951 Ford shoebox, custom, Powerstroke swapped, bag, chopped, the whole works. It's even got suicide doors if you didn't notice that. I got a whole series of videos on everything I've done to this car in the playlist. I'll probably put a link up here somewhere, we'll see. We lowered the car an additional 4.5 inches from when I originally built it. It looks badass now. That in turn required us to redo the floor substructure because, well, I had to cut all of this out. I saved you the hassle of having to watch me rebuild the substructure because it's really not that fun to film and work in here at the same time because it's in and out and in and out. Because the old guy's knees, they start to hurt kneeling on all this stuff. Even though you put some cushion down once in a while, it still hurts. It hurts a lot. It's one of those projects where you're popping old Tylenol at the end of the day because your knees and your back are just screaming at you to remind you you're not 20 anymore. Trying to wake my legs up. They're a little cramped up from being in the back seat of a two-door chopped car that's an inch off the ground. I'm a big guy. Feel stuffed up in there. So I'm just, you know, stretching out, getting the blood flowing back to my feet because that probably needs to happen so I can keep them. I don't think it looks terrible. I got to figure out how I'm going to, you know, cover that section right there where the link bar sneaks through, but that's no big deal. The rest of it, I did inch tacks everywhere except for the one seam I welded solid. Why did I weld that seam solid? I don't know, it just seemed like the right thing to do at the time. One thing I learned when I cut all my floor structure out and then I was working in here with my fat ass, I kind of sagged my floor a little bit because there was no support under it anymore, so the floor gave. I'm taking this pitch, just scrap piece of 1-inch square tubing, tacking it to the floor. I'll stick my pry bar in there. We'll gotta pry that baby right back up into sorter place. Close enough anyhow. But by doing this, we can bring that baby right up snug and tight. If I had an extra set of hands, it'd be really ideal because then I could weld it at the same time. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to work. It's like factory. It's perfect. I legitimately thought I would be done with all of this re-sheet metaling stuff and start on bead rolling in a couple hours. We're on day 2. It's slow, very slow. Well, the typical good old GoPro did its regular thing and just shut off for no reason. No warning, just red lights flashing, look at it, isn't recording anymore. So that's swell. The upside is, you didn't see me struggle getting the rest of the flooring in, but it's all in. Finally. It's definitely not perfect, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. I did the best I could. It doesn't seem to matter how many times I measure and double check and triple check. Something always comes out wrong. I don't know why I have that special ability. We deal with the hands we're dealt. That's all there is to it. I gotta get some ventilation in there. Holy smoky, but I just thought I would show that it's done, even though the time lapse recorded for a minute and then just stopped. Now we gotta figure out the center section piece, and then, you know, the backrest for the seats and the package tray. We gotta figure all that out too, but the floor is done. My buddy Travis down at DX Customs, you should look him up. That guy's doing some really rad stuff all the time. From one end of the spectrum to the other. Super talented guy. Super nice guy as well. He borrowed, oh, that's heavier than I thought it was gonna be. Yep, that's good for the back. He borrowed me, oh, now I got greasy fingers. He borrowed me his bead roller. I told him I was gonna try bead rolling. He's like, use mine, see what you think. Okay. It just kind of clamps in the vise. He made this table for it. It's the old mechanical kind, you know, you gotta crank it with your good arm. So we're gonna give her a whirl, see what we think, see how we like it, decide if we wanna buy one. We probably wanna buy one. He did give me a rundown on how it all works, but I can't say that I was really paying attention. If you're not familiar with DX Customs and Travis Nord, he was also in the Ratrod build-off. He built a dual engine behemoth of a machine called Big Sexy. I was impressed. Let's just put it that way. Yep. Okay. Oh my God, I do not remember it being this heavy. Oh, that vise is so high. Why did I put my vise so high? Whew. Yeah, that's really up there. I think there's important things that he told me that I'm already starting to wonder if I forgot. Now we just gotta figure it out. We're not even gonna cut some metal up and practice, because then I have to buy more metal. I mean, if we practice and it turns out right, then we can just put it in. If we do it and it turns out wrong, then we've got practice metal. It's a win-win if we plan for it to go in right away. And I am by no means planning on putting it like in a corner somewhere hidden where nobody really see it. Oh no, no. We're gonna make the piece that covers the center, the drive shaft, the hump. All up for the world to see, my very first piece of bead rolled metal right on top of everything in the open. We ain't hiding it. It'll be right there. Fingers crossed it works. To be honest, I don't really have a good spot to work with large sheets of metal. And these are about 5 by 5. So we're gonna use the floor. It's what we got, it's what we're gonna use. It's fine, everything's fine. Oh boy. Well, what do you guys think? Yay, nay? It doesn't really matter. We're gonna do it anyways. It's a real simple design. Ignore the circles. We're not bead rolling those. Those are for hopefully cup holders. I don't want to figure that out until I figure this out. I just wanted to account for room for them though in the future. That's where I'd like to put cup holders. Then I'll do one solid bead roll down the center. These two little decorative ones on the edge. Right, wrong, I don't know if it even matters. It's probably just art at this point. Whatever looks good to my eye is what we're doing. The longer I look at it though, the more unsquare it looks. So we're gonna stop looking at it and just start doing it. Travis was also kind enough to allow me to borrow a selection of dies. Parts, bits, these things. While I don't know that there's a right and a wrong choice of what you do for your particular situation, I think you have to figure out what kind of end goal you want and go with that. Whoa, that's moving. Don't move. I'm pretty sure it's all basically art-based, like whatever looks good to me is what will be okay to do. If not, oops, I don't even know what half these things do. Like, what's that one for? It looks like a doorknob somebody just shoved in here, but it's not. It's a part, or a bit, or a die. I think those are edgers. I don't know. I don't want to go too drastic with it, so this is what I'm going to go with. It's kind of on the smaller side of things. If we don't like it, we'll adjust. That's just how we go. I don't know which way is the better way to go. We're just going to try this way. Be real honest with you, we're already off the line a little bit, but it's my first time. And we got a vise that keeps moving. And that doesn't look terrible. Do we want to go deeper? You can clearly see my whoop. It's fine. I'm going to try going this way this time and see if it's easier to follow that line. 1, 2. I like. How about that? That's not too shabby. Let's just go a touch deeper. I think a guy could get really good at this with some more practice. I learned by doing the second round on this. It's really hard to see where you're going. We'll just try and make the line a little fresher. Oh, missed. Hopefully that'll help. For the record, the line didn't help. It didn't help at all. clearly not perfect, but it's not terrible. Well, what do y'all think? I think it turned out rather good for my first ever try at bead rolling. I mean, yeah, it's only 3 lines and they're a little crooked, but I did it by myself. If I can do it, you can do it. Make sure you guys get out in that garage and start making some things, not to be so scared like me all the time of people thinking it's gonna look like garbage, because who cares as long as you like it, right? Yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a comment, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna go see what else I can do to this now. I'm sure it'll be something that'll be hidden and hard to see. Nope, it'll be right up in your face so you can see all the flaws. Thanks for watching. See you next time.